The showdown between state and local leaders over Metro's handling of its federal COVID funding is heating up. Earlier this week, the governor refused to give Metro more money to help with the pandemic. And today, House Republicans called for the state comptroller to investigate how the city spent millions it's already been given. News Channel 5's Kyle Horan takes us inside a fight over funding and pandemic priorities.
We have a CARES Act committee filled with business people and council people.
Republican leaders in the House say Metro Mayor John Cooper needs to show how federal and state COVID dollars have been spent, but asking for more money. Last week, the governor issued a scathing letter in which he refused to give Metro an additional $82 million in coronavirus relief funding, saying the city had already gotten more than its fair share. But a closer look at the numbers by News Channel 5 Investigates found the governor's claims were misleading. The governor said Metro has already received $2.5 billion, but when you look at the numbers, it's clear much of that money didn't actually benefit Nashville. It was given to Nashville-based companies that have businesses all over the country. Now, House Speaker Cameron Sexton is getting involved, calling on the state comptroller to investigate how the money was spent.
Before we write a blank check, that we understand how the other money was spent, and they've already received $10 million from the state and $120 million from the federal government. And so we'd like to have a little bit more in-depth analysis of how they've used that money.
That review will take about 2 weeks, and depending on what it finds, could lead to a bigger investigation. Sexton says he doesn't believe Nashville is far enough along in its recovery right now.
If you're looking at businesses as a whole compared to the state, so hotel lodging in Davison is down 83% across the state. It's only down 50. Restaurants are down 41%. In Davison County, and only 13% across the state. Amusement's down 81% in Davison County and only 46% across the state.
However, Democrats argue this isn't about money. This is nothing more than politics during a pandemic.
Here are a bunch of people who have consistently slow-walked the COVID response, and they're actually criticizing a mayor who everybody knows has been the most out front public official on this issue and has had the most aggressive, appropriate COVID response.
Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
The mayor's office says they are already closely monitoring how all the CARES money is spent and welcome a review by the comptroller's office.